Hello everybody, Bill Platt here again. If you're interested in getting on my mailing list, just go to billplattforauthors.com and you can sign up for my mailing list there. If you like the videos you see here, just click on the subscribe button inside YouTube and they will let you know when I have new videos available for you. Today's video I'd like to talk to you about something that I find somewhat perplexing, and that is what it takes to become successful as an author. And the reality is I query a lot, ask a lot of questions, get a lot of answers, and in Facebook there's a group I'm part of, a writers group with 53,000 authors, book authors. And the thing I find so shocking about that place is if you go in and ask what makes people successful as an author, almost 90% of people will tell you it's pure luck. Pure dumb luck. And then probably another 5 or 6% will tell you, oh, it's because of who you know. And the reality is it's probably neither of those. And I honestly believe this, and that's why this is why I want to shoot the video. I honestly believe that we create our own luck. We create our own future. The reality is that if you are waiting for dumb luck to come your way, you may be waiting forever and never get where you want to go. So the thing of it is, we have to step up as authors and do what other authors are unwilling to do. And if you are one of the 10% who doesn't believe that comes down to just luck, then you're one of the 10% who are doing a little bit more than everybody else is doing. Maybe you've got a Facebook page set up for your author. Maybe you have a Twitter feed for your author. The thing of it is, or maybe even a YouTube video for your author name. And you're probably doing a little bit of advertising, whether it's BookBub or some of the cheaper book promotion websites. The reality is, if you're doing any advertising at all, you're already ahead of 90% of the pack. Because 90% of the pack wants to believe that it's all down to luck. You just have to write a great book and hope somebody discovers your book and tells the world about your book. And that's what luck is, as far as they're concerned. And, I've seen a few authors who benefited from luck. A few. Most authors I know who are successful didn't wait for luck to find them. They went out and found their own luck. They went out and created their own audience. They went out there and created interest in their books. So, if I look at all the people I know who are successful as book authors, I know hundreds of them. Out of those hundreds, there's only 2 or 3 who can chalk it up to luck. Everybody else chalks it up to hard work. And it's not really that hard. It just requires people to do just a little bit more. So whether it's a Facebook page, or a Twitter page, or author blog, or a little bit of paid advertising, that's what it all comes down to. Because the reality is, if you just write a book, nobody cares that you wrote a book. Everybody is selfish. They don't care that you wrote a book. Who cares that you wrote a book, right? What people care about is what you can do for them. And if you're writing a nonfiction, then the problem solution, they have a problem, you have a solution. That's going to bring attention to your book. If you're writing in fiction, it all comes down to people want an escape. They want to go into some fantastical world for the next 1 hour, 2 hours, or 12 hours reading your book. So you have to sell the experience to the people who want to buy books like yours. And it all starts with the book description. The book description is the most important part of any book promotion. So in the nonfiction book description, you need to remind them that they already have a problem. That problem is causing them pain, and you can help alleviate that problem if they read your information. If it's a fiction, let people know what they can expect on the journey with your main characters, the experience that they are going to have by reading your book. And then let people know, once you got that book description down, you can take a trimmed down version of that book description and use it for your social media. And you can use it on Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest or YouTube or any of a myriad of other websites, even the BookBub or the other discount book promoters out there. And you can use that trimmed down version of your book description to create that interest in your book. And so there's a formula that I talk about a lot. It's called AIDA. A-I-D-A. So the AIDA formula is you got to get attention, you got to create interest, you got to create desire, and you have to ask the reader to take an action. So it's 4 steps. And breaking it down, getting attention is, hey, look at me, I'm over here. You need them looking at your promotion, your ad, okay? Creating interest is merely telling them, giving them an outline of what it is from a perspective of genre. So I'm writing vampire fiction, or I'm writing fantasy fiction, or young adult romance, or erotica, or whatever the case may be. You're telling them what kind of books you write. That's creating interest. Because they know if they like reading vampire stories, then when you say, I'm creating vampire stories, then the interest is there. They're interested in your topic. If you're creating young adult romance and they like reading young adult romance, then when you mention that you do young adult romance, the interest is there. If you're doing nonfiction and you're saying, through my book, I teach you how to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, that is creating interest. It's because somebody's got a problem, and that problem's causing them pain, and that problem is that they're 30 pounds overweight, and they want to knock down those 30 pounds. They've got a problem that's causing them pain, and you're going to offer them a solution. Okay? So your creating interest is basically giving them the 30,000 foot view of what your book is. So you're telling them what the genre is. And that creates interest because it helps them identify quickly that your genre is similar to a genre they like reading. And then creating desire is the third step. So creating desire is getting people more than just interested in your book, but creating a desire to read your book. So that's when you go beyond saying your genre and start teasing the story. So you've got their attention, they're looking at your profile, your ad right now. I'm doing a vampire romance story. That's creating interest. Then your create desire goes into the details behind that story. Jonathan, who was recently converted into a vampire, is greatly disappointed that now he's a hideous monster. But before he was converted, he was in love with Julie, and now that he's converted, he doesn't really want to suck Julie into that world in which he lives, but at the same time he doesn't want to let her go. So you're creating the desire by giving the details of your story. And then the last step is action. So if you are doing advertising on a third-party website, whether it's your blog or your Facebook or Twitter or whatever the case may be, you need them to take an action. So in your advertising, that take action part is click here to learn more about my book. And that's really all you have to do. Click here to learn more. And then when they get to the sales page where your book is listed on Amazon or wherever it's listed, then you go into a deeper telling of what's inside the book, creating the desire to click the buy button. So that's what we have to do. And the getting attention is your advertising channels. And then your interest and desire and take action. That's what it's going to take to elevate you from invisible to an author who's selling books. Okay? It's not luck. It really isn't. You can wait for luck. It's just like, okay, I published a book. It's on Amazon. Now I'm going to pray. And prayer is a great thing, but it's not going to ensure good sales. So you're praying for luck. And honestly, luck isn't going to save the day for you. If you're waiting for luck, you're probably 1 out of 100 or 1 out of 1,000 authors who are going to make it. If you focus on taking the actions necessary to create your own luck, then that amplifies your capability of actually becoming an author who actually sells books. So I hope this has been educational for you, informative. My name is Bill Platt. If you go to billplattforauthors.com, you can sign up for my mailing list. I do send out daily emails, and I do send out a lot of teaching material in my emails. Or you can click down below to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and they'll let you know when I have new videos available. So thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time, have a great day.